Hello and welcome back to Chalvey Sports and an extra episode of the series. I wanted to do a future review and simulate the game 5 and 10 years ahead to see where Chalvey Sports will end up in the future without us managing the club. So let's dig right in, because now we are in 2038 and it's 5 years since we resigned as manager, and I want to see where Chalvey are at as a club. So I haven't checked this yet, so it's totally new for me as well. And we can see that they're in the championship. So they got relegated. Yeah, we stayed up, and then they got relegated. Actually, the season after we resigned, so that is unfortunate. But they've stayed in the championship, finished in 19th, 15th, and 21st. Ooh, that was a close one. And this year they finished in 13th. So they've established themselves as a mid-table championship club. Where is Chalvey Sports? Ah, sorry, this is the season preview. Stages. Yeah, okay, so they're finished in 13th this year. Let's just take a look back at the league tables. So, Chalvey Sports. This is the season where we finished. We finished at 48 points in 12th place. Decent mid-table finish for us. 15 points of relegation, actually, so that's nice. So, the following season, they got relegated. Ooh, that's a tough season. 10 points. That must be a record low in the Premier League. That is just horrible. We'll take a peek at all the transfers afterwards. I just want to see the league tables. So this was a poor season for Chalvey Sports. Just one victory, and that was home against Sheffield United. 7 draws, and they lost 30 games. That's one too many. Okay, let's just go down to the championship then. Let's go to this. That is not this one. Yeah. So this is the following season, 19th. That wasn't a good finish either, but 52 points got them off relegation at least. So yeah, a bit better next season, 15th, 68 points, way off relegation. So that is nice. But I remember. Yeah, 21st, this was a close one for them, 48 points. So, fortunately for them, they did quite a lot better this year, finishing at 63. So, they're kind of established as a mid-table championship team now. It would have been nice for them to stay in the Premier League, but yeah, it's a tough competition. So, let's just take a look at the squad then. Are there any players here where that we recognize? And straight off, I can see one, and that is Fabrizio Vasquez. He has stayed here. He was the prospect fullback central defender I signed at the last season, and he was looking like a good prospect. Yeah, he's played quite a few games for him as well. Nice. George Moss. We signed George Moss. We had him on loan, I think, earlier. Like 8 years before. And I signed him for 8 million. I don't know if that was a good investment, but anyway. Yeah. That's interesting. They have a few players on loan here, I can see. Can I see any more familiar faces? Killian Wieland is still here. He's 23 now. Wanted by Hull. He's actually played a few games for them now. Only 2 this year, unfortunately. But yeah, he went on loan to Crew and then played as a first-team player, it seems. So that's nice. He has some good seasons. That's great. That is... we have Mulholland as well. He has stayed at the club. Now 27 years old. Great guy. He's also been a first-team player for them, as I can see. He actually wasn't in the Premier League season, but yeah, he's back in the first team. Let's just take. I don't think there are any players here we remember. Not at all. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the club. They're still playing at the new stadium, I think, which is Chalvey Sports Stadium in Slough. They haven't expanded it, but they have some great facilities here. So that is nice. Still affiliates with Telford, College Charlton. They aren't affiliates with Taunton anymore, but they've got Chelsea as their senior affiliate. I think that's a good partnership. That's some great business. Transfers then. Let's go through the transfer history. So let's go back all the way to this is the season after we left. We can actually go back one more to see. They didn't sign anyone in January. In June. Okay. So this is the season done. They spent 27 million the season after we left, and still got relegated. I don't think that's very good. Okay, they sold Kaya, Brandon Toss, Elizondo, okay. Out on loan, Brickell out on loan, Madeira out on loan, and Killian Wieland out on loan. So they didn't sell many players. Signed players from Crystal Palace, Stoke, Cardiff, Noah Lang, this guy is retired, Chelsea, Ward, Brecken, Bogdanovic, and Haywood. That's quite a lot of players. Some good players there from Hanover, Swedish international goalkeeper. That's nice. Okay, so the year after. Hang on, did they release any players? They released Carlisle and Iliev. Holmes also for Harvey and Werner. Okay, so Iliev, where is he at? He's at Bath. Oh, that's a step down, isn't it? Oh, that's a step down. They are in the National League. He actually joined him in the National League South. That is 5 divisions below. Ooh, that is bad. Yeah, that is really bad. But he has played quite a lot of games for Azerbaijan now. 58 caps, 8 goals. So that's nice. Nice to see him still carrying it on. Okay, so next season, following their relegation, they sold quite a lot of players. That is probably because they had some high wages. But Pils is gone, Cardoso, Skog. That's too bad. But they got a pretty penny for him. They actually sold players for 69 mil. That is nice. Bought players for 31 though, so that's a big chunk as well. Elizondo went to America, to Nashville on loan. Johan Askas went to Hamburger for 12 mil. That's a pretty profit, isn't it? Yeah, it's a decent profit. Delgado went to Swansea for 7 mil. Edmonds, Harding Hook. Combs, they bought him last year and loaned him out to Portsmouth. McNeil, Annabelle, Madeira has left. Conway has left. He went to Dynamo Zagreb, actually. That is a strange one. Elizondo left to Cambridge as well. Conway is still at Dynamo. But he's joining San Lorenzo. Oh, that's some interesting transfers. And they bought a lot of players there. A lot of players. Gutierrez is now a manager. Yeah. Their most expensive one was Pemberton, which I saw is still in the team. Yeah. That's midfielder. There was another expensive one here. Where was he? Fools. It's at Apple Tel Aviv now. No, sorry, Apple Nicosia from Cyprus. Anyway, let's look at the release players for this season. Noah Lang, which is signed last year. He retired, of course. Okay, so we're starting to get into the area where we don't know any of the players here. Free transfers? No. Okay, so next season, 35-36. They sold Elizondo at last to Austin FC for free. And Gutierrez is out. They bought him last year. Combs is out on loan again. Jane Hill, they sold him to Slovan Bratislava. And the McNeil, some guy I don't know. So they sold players for just 5 million and but bought for 30 almost. This guy from Coventry, 15 mil. He's still at Stabmonks Sports. They're spending some money at least. I saw in 2038, the year we're in now, they're at their finances are they're a bit worse than the Premier League, down to 10 mil. But yeah, Ken Booker from Peterborough. He's still at Chalvey Sports. Yeah, not too many here either. Release players. Tait Chong retired, of course. And they sold Smith and Bjarnason. He has been with the club for a long time. He actually retired as well, it seems like. Yeah. And Saul is gone. Annabelle is gone. And the goalkeeper has gone on a free transfer. He's back in Russia, it seems. Yeah, he went on a free to Rostov. Okay, let's move on. Next season, El Hamdawi, which we signed. He went out on loan to Montpellier. Then there are some unknown players and Salisbury went to West Brom. He was a decent player for us for many years. Yeah, 5 seasons actually. So that is unfortunate, but yeah. They used a lot of money again, 19 million. But a ton of players. Aaron Russell from Swindon. George Moss, there he is, from Portsmouth. And yeah, Anthony Ford from West Brom. They're signing most of their players from England, it seems. Let's see if there are any release players here that we know of. They released George Limuka, the goalkeeper. He didn't really play more than 2 games for us. Okay, last season. There they sold El Hamdawi, which is probably the last one which we still know the name of. And Kuku Uzu went out on loan. He's had 51 caps for Togo now, which is nice. Still hasn't played for Chalvey though, that's unfortunate. But El Hamdawi went to Turkey, it seems. It is Basak Sehir. But that's a nice transfer, I think. This year they sold a bit more players, so they didn't spend too much in the transfer window. Okay, so that's it for transfers. As you might have seen, their finances, they're now down to 10 mil at an average wage of 17k a week. It's quite a lot. Their current wage budget is at £588,000 a week. Where when we were signed, it was at about 380, I think. No, I actually think it was below 300. So that is quite an extra expense for them, and they're playing in the championship. So that is a bit scary. So who's our manager? Manager is Jamie Bowman, which is a 38-year-old English manager. He seems quite good, to be fair. He hasn't played any football, but he has been. Where do I see that again? He's been at 5 clubs. Where can I see where he's been before? Notes, no. Press conference, no. I thought there was milestones. All jobs. Okay. So he went from Crystal Palace to become the manager for Chalvey Sports. That's nice. He's previously a manager at Middlesbrough, Sheffield Wednesday, and Oldham. So quite some experience with Jamie Bowman. Okay, for the next season then, or for this season preview, they're actually still a mid-table team when the press is concerned. So that is okay. I guess they have established as a championship team. Okay, so what more can we take a look at then? Tactics, probably not seen them. Oh, they're playing a 4-1-4-1. That is exciting. The schedule, second 11 schedule. Yeah. Staff. Any staff we know of? No, I can't really remember any names of the staff. But yeah. So that is quite exciting, to be fair. I think that's interesting. Let's just take a quick look at the Premier League just to see what's up there. Manchester City won again. Arsenal, Tottenham, United, Chelsea, and Leicester and Liverpool qualify. And Fulham, actually. So there are no strange teams here at all, so it's pretty standard. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to simulate 5 more years into the future and see where Chalvey Sports are in 2043. So be right back. And we are back in 2043, 10 years after we resigned at Chalvey. So let's take a quick look at the team first. I do not think there are any familiar players left. Oh, the game is getting so slow now. I'm actually recording this on the evening that FM22 comes out. So yeah, it's 11 o'clock here, and it came out 2 or 3 hours ago. So that's quite exciting, and that suits us perfectly to finish up this review of the save then. So let's see, they are still in the championship, 17th, so they are, they're a pretty decent mid-table team, I would say. So let's just take a look at the table there. Chalvey, 17th. So they're keeping around there. Let's just get back to the 2037 season, where they finished in 13th. Yeah, so that was the last one we checked out. Next season, down in 17th, they are up around the mid-table, but a bit below. Year after, 13th again. Year after that, they are up to 9th actually. So that's nice. That's an improvement. Only two points off playoffs too. That is 4, but that is close. Year after that, 15th. Okay, so a bit worse, and now they end up in 17th. Yeah. So. Yeah, they have established themselves as a decent championship side. So let's take a quick look at the team. There is a familiar face there. Actually, there's 2, but there is a club legend there in Mulholland. He is still here. He's played 431 games for Chalvey Sports and only scored 9 goals. This guy is now 32 years old. We signed him from Larn back in 2030. 14 years ago for 21k. And just look at this guy. He has been an established first team player for the club for so long now. He has to be the all-time appearance record holder for Chalvey Sports. So let's take a look at that afterwards. But yeah, he's still a decent player, it seems like. Can't see all his attributes, but anyway. And of course, George Moss, we don't really know how he's like now, but we had him on loan 14 years ago, and then they signed him for 8 million. He's played a bunch of games as well. Fabrizio Vasquez, that's not the guy we signed, no, because we signed a left back called Vasquez. Okay, so that's it for the players I know of. Yep. But that is interesting. Let's take a quick look at the records then. Appearance holder has to be Mulholland. Yes, it is. 431, Richard Mulholland. That is amazing. A club legend, to be fair. Most overall goals per player. This is in a season. Most goals by player overall. Where is that stat? I can't find it. Seriously, where is it? Overall goals in a season. Most overall goals at all, I do want to say. Sequences, league positions, attendances. Am I blind? Okay, so let's take a quick look here. Fastest goal, still Ian Whiting. Ian Whiting was a great player for us, I can remember. Highest transfer fee paid is almost 15 million for Matthew Whitcomb from Coventry. He's at Berlin now. Interesting. Okay, I can't find the goals, but they have to be here somewhere. So let's just most goals in a season. Nah, can't find it. That is too bad. Results, attendances, league positions. Modern day this season. No, really can't find it. That is strange. Anyway, here it is. It's on top. Most league goals per player is Ian Whiting. That is league goals though, so it's not overall goals. But anyway, let's take a look at general. So I am a club legend. I am pretty excited to be that. Icons is Calvin Morgan, Tyrrell Eliab, and Josh McDowell. Who is that guy? Well, he was there for five seasons. And Richard Mulholland, of course, and Gaspar Di Marco. Yeah, he's been there for a while as well. And Italian, I think. Yeah, Italian. That is nice. Okay, so great. Let's take a quick look at the Premier League then, just to check that out. English Premier League. So, last winners are United on goal difference, actually. That is interesting. It's still pretty standard. The top 10 teams, actually, Newcastle are up in the 10th now. There's really no strange teams there. So, yeah, this is quite typical. Yeah. No, so I think that's interesting. Let's take a quick look at the finances then. Yeah, they're up to 17 million. That's okay, I guess. Still, they're playing a 4-2-3-1 formation at the moment. Chalvey Sports is still their stadium. They haven't expanded it, but they're in the championship, so I think that's all right. Still affiliated with Chelsea, but they have a new affiliate in the Czech Republic, in Jihlava. That is interesting. An international affiliate. We didn't achieve that in my day, so I think that's quite nice. Yeah. And so I think this is really good. Just take a quick look at the club. And yeah, I think that sells it all. I just have to say thank you. Yeah, I have to say thank you again for everyone who has been following the series. I also talked about this in the last episode of the series, the episode 88. So I do have a few plans for FM22, but yeah, I'm gonna have a few weeks off now because I'm, as I told you in the last episode, I'm actually moving apartments, and I am having a couple of exams too. So they're in 3 weeks' time. So that is exciting as well. And after that, I think all the editor databases have come out and such. So yeah, I have a couple of ideas for a save. So I have thought about doing a journeyman save where I start unemployed and just pick a random club and go around the world, which I find quite interesting. So I might just do that. Also, I really prefer playing in England, so I probably won't play with Chalvey again, but a team in this same tier would of course be very interesting. So I'm kind of thinking about doing that as well. So yeah, we'll see. But for now, that's it for this review episode. So if you enjoyed this video, thank you all for following this series. And yeah, and please subscribe to the channel for future updates and future series. And yeah, and I also appreciate every comment that you can leave on this video and this series. So I really appreciate you being here. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in Football Manager 22. Goodbye.